It is so gratifying to do something that's really hard and find success. Having people that were kind of in your corner, having your back, not just the coaches who have been incredible, but the people we've been here with. It's been so amazing to share this experience with them, and I feel like we're gonna stay in touch for years to come. Like, I wanna come back with these people. It's been such a great experience. I love it.
I started surfing when I was probably 10 years old. Very inconsistently, just like whenever my family would go on vacation to Oahu. I had a good time like going out and just like sitting in the waves and kind of like bobbing around, whatever. Didn't really catch that much. But I've always wanted to get better and be a more consistent surfer.
I'm a child of the 80s, so I grew up on the movie North Shore. I've probably seen that movie 100 times. And so in my adult life, it was something I always have dreamed about learning to do.
Maybe 6 years ago, I was in 7th or 8th grade, and it just looked like such a fun time. You know, everyone from Hawaii went around me surfing. I just wanted to get out there with them, and yeah.
I took a Groupon on the internet in New York City. I'd never been to the beach. We were not a beach family growing up, from the middle of Canada, kind of. And this Groupon was like, all right, you can get a bus ride and a surf lesson at the Rockaways. And I went out and immediately got hooked.
I had been bodyboarding on my surfboard with fins, and then I decided that that wasn't working, so I threw them off. And it was like about November, and I was in board shorts, so it was freezing cold, and I like stood up on a massive one and just by sheer luck made it down a line.
I never really considered myself a surfer. Drew and I are brothers, and we grew up in Wyoming and snowboarded a lot, so we had that sort of feel for a board and understanding some dynamics of surfing. Just going in and diving in and just trying to catch a wave.
Started surfing Sunday, and my motivation was no motivation. You just said, let's go on a surf trip, and I said, okay.
Even though I'm from Uruguay, I first tried it on Lake Michigan in Wisconsin, which is where my family had moved. I only got a few times a year that I got to try it, and I just wanted to get better.
Coming here definitely opened my eyes to the technique, the skill, the art, and just try to get better.
My coach was Marlon. Love him.
So let's remember to look as far down the line as we can. Keep that pressure on the rail for as long as possible.
What can you do on the wave once you've caught it, and like reading the wave as you're on it?
I was with Teal, and we were working on speed generation and pumping better, like all the things I could do to just get faster on the wave.
From this position, you can go through your bottom turns, you can go through your heel side turns for your cutback. Like, you're in just a very good position to spring load those legs, to move your hips. You can move whichever direction you want to go.
So let's go ahead and focus on that high line, and then give me a carve turn.
Okay.
And your goal is to get back to the white water.
Yeah. All the way down.
I never knew the science behind it, or any of like the reasonings for what I was doing on the wave, and learning all of that and the technique in combination was really awesome.
Derek was my coach this week. A lot of it was just really first getting a feel for engaging the rail to then unlock basically cutbacks, and like ultimately at the end of this week, actually hitting the whitewater and doing like roundhouse cutbacks.
Even if the feet do land perfect on your pop-up, chances are after you go down the line a little bit, you're going to be shuffling them anyway to get back to go for a cutback or a carving turn if it's closing out in front of you, or we're outrunning the power. So moral of the story is never feel glued to that board.
The way that they record and film and look at your technique really brings out how your bad habits can be fixed.
Everyone was so nice. I feel like we were surrounded by the greatest group of people. Everyone was excited and they wanted to hear about like your successes and maybe your faults as you were surfing, and just the people in this group I think made the experience. The food was phenomenal. I feel like I haven't eaten such good food in so long, and like especially 3 meals a day, and having unlimited access to fresh coconuts. Like that's something I've never had before, and that was incredible.
And just sharing that experience was really awesome. You know, you're really like integrated with everyone else here, making a ton of friends. And I think that was a really great part, just having that really communal environment to learn in.
All different skill levels coming together and just finding success together made it so much less intimidating.
Yeah, it's a motivator. You're with a group, you start a bunch of people that don't necessarily know each other, or there's sort of couples of people that know each other. And it's a real bonding experience, all trying to progress at something at the same time. So by the end of the week, I feel quite attached to all these people. Everybody here has been wonderful.
Main takeaway, I want to surf more, for sure. I definitely wasn't as motivated before this trip, and now I'm like, I can't wait to go home and just like surf at my home break, surf on my own board, and like, I feel like I have all the tools in my head to be able to be successful and like get better on my own. It's just gonna take more practice and not to get frustrated if it doesn't work right away, because it'll get better.